What's up, people? This is Ike Love, and I just decided to make a quick late night video. Number one, the reason why I'm wearing sunglasses late night is because I had a terrible mishap with my eye. You can see it here. It's a lot better because a couple of days ago I couldn't even sit in front of this computer screen. My eyes became completely sensitive to any type of light, including the glare from the computer screen, and this would have given me excruciating pain. And the light up in the room, I couldn't even have this on. I was sitting in the dark, literally. It was awful. So anyway, but again, it's been a very interesting couple of weeks. I wanted to share my experience. God works in very mysterious ways. The last video I made, I was in an airport in Miami. On my way to Miami, and I explained that what caused my trip to Miami was the revelation about honoring yourself. And I explained that I realized I had not been honoring myself. And when you honor yourself, it's when you take heed to the desires, the dreams, the aspirations, the passions of your core self. Not your ego, but your core self. And you start to, you take heed. You start to take action, and you listen to them and take action. And I realized I had not been doing that. And part of what made me go on the trip was because for years, I had complained to myself of not being able to take a trip or vacation to Miami because my circumstances didn't permit. And this past time, a couple weeks ago, had something else fall through that would have made me not want to go to Miami. But I said, screw whatever happened, I'm freaking going to go. And so I shortened the trip. I got whatever funds I had, and I freaking went and had a great time. Here's the thing, though. It's funny because I had the revelation about listening to your core desires. And I mean, I think it was obviously a divinely inspired revelation. It was God-given. And it's funny, we don't have control about how we're to receive them, what we're to do with them. Because, so I went to Miami with the intent, I contacted 2 photographers that I wanted to shoot with, that I shot with in the past. And what had happened was I wound up not being with both of them because one of them wanted to shoot in the weekend, but I was already going to be back in New York in the weekend, and the other one was out of town. Then I had another friend of mine. She had come to Miami the week before, and her and I were to meet up, but she had gotten sick and wound up having to leave Miami early. And it's funny, when I came back to New York, another friend of mine had hit me up. She had come in from Europe and was in Miami and was like, oh my gosh, you're in Miami, let's meet up. I'm like, sorry, I'm back in New York already. And so basically speaking, I spent a lot of time in Miami, most of the time by myself. And I guess it was in line with the revelation I had about listening and honoring yourself. God wanted me to spend time with myself with little distraction so I can continue to connect to who I really am. So I can now start to really listen to my core desires and aspirations and dreams and wishes and so on and so forth, so I can carry that out in the real world. Because, you know, it's often said, be careful about what you ask for, because you might just get it. And, you know, one of my things I've been working on for years was my prosperity. And, you know, part of what I believe was a problem was that I was out of flow with myself. And because of out of flow, I wasn't receiving the blessings that were due to me. So, interestingly enough, I get back to New York, have fun during the weekend, and then bam, lo and behold, on Sunday I get home, and I wanted to record another video, and my right eye was irritating me, so I took off my right contact lens and decided I was going to take a little bit of a nap, wake up, and then record the video with my left contact lens on, so I can be able to see and look directly into the camera and not, just be able to see properly and focus. But went to sleep, and I remember sleeping and having this excruciating pain in my left eye. And I remember waking up, and like when I woke up, the light in this room was still on, and my eye was in incredible pain. And I had to actually hardly take off the contact lens, put it in solution and completely quickly turn off the light, because like the light was totally, utterly like painful to my eye. And it turned out, from when I talked to the doctor, was that I scratched my cornea in a very severe way. and I was extremely, extremely sensitive to any type of light. I couldn't even take the light from this cell phone, actually. The glare of the light from turning on this phone gave me excruciating pain. And so from Monday to like Wednesday, I just basically sat in the dark with the curtains drawn and was even afraid to leave the room because, again, any little light hurt. And on top of me, like light hurting, I just was in general pain. My cornea was freaking scratched, for goodness sake. So I had this eye ache, which like extended to my head and gave me a headache. And so I just basically lay down, and then I basically just spent time with myself. And it was kind of like God was saying to me, no, I'm not done with you yet. You need to, there's more I have to do with you. Just because I give you revelation, just because you think you're done, but I'm not done with the message that I have to give to you. So I spent the next 2 days just basically by myself. Didn't really even talk to the outside world, you know. And then Wednesday I tried to go in because I had a therapy session. Tried to go in, and because I thought I felt a little better by Wednesday, but being out in the sun again brought back all the pain. And then I tried to go into work after that, sat in front of the computer screen, and the pain again, like it was like a beam of light directly like shot into my eye, and I couldn't freaking take it. And after an hour, I was like, oh, forget this nonsense, I'm going back home. And basically was again bedridden until Friday. But like I said, there was a lesson to all this. I had a revelation, which was a gift by God. And like, just because I got the revelation and had the fun and the sun in Miami doesn't mean that that was all there was to the revelation. There was more lessons to the revelation, and that basically involved me having to go through this issue with my eye and lying in bed for the next 3 days, because I guess I had to spend time alone with God and myself, because you know, we have our ego selves, which is made by us, our man-made mind, and then there is that core essence of who we are that's made by God, made by the Creator. And that part of it, created in His reflection, is where we have our purpose, our gifts, our internal resources and treasures that were placed in there by the Creator for some type of purpose that He placed us for. And so for us to get in contact with that, we have to remove all distraction. So I was basically forced to face it and face myself, and learn to get in tune with that, and now hopefully take that into the world and you know, grow with it and use that to become even a more it's not good English, a more greater version of myself. You know what I mean? Like a greater version of myself. So the journey continues. So I say to all of you, yeah, God works in very mysterious ways. He has very weird ways of working in our lives. I had the revelation, thought that, oh yeah, Miami now, back to the life, and now things can get better. But no, I was then bedridden, and it was the next lesson in my life. And so we don't always get to choose. We almost never get to choose how we learn the lesson, receive the lesson that we need to take, because sometimes the only way for us to get a lesson is for us to go through something in particular. You know, had I gone through something else, I may not have received the lesson. And so, interestingly enough, this was the way I received the lesson. And, you know, my lesson may not even be over. I may go through something else the next week. It's just been a really funny up and down roller coaster ride. But I receive it all. I'm grateful to God. I was actually freaking out at one point because I was saying, oh my gosh, what if I stay like this, you know? But, you know, I'm seeing my eyes still a little blurry, the vision, but, you know, I feel a lot better. So I'm grateful for that. So anyway, I just hope that you get this lesson. If you're a believer, if you're not a believer, don't even bother. You're not going to get this anyway. But I hope that God blesses you all. I say God bless you all. And thank you for listening. Take care.